Hello coin collectors. In this video we're going to take you back to a time that's not too far away, one that most of us actually probably still remember, and that is 2009. So in 2009 we had 19 different coins that were produced, and unfortunately the mintages of them kind of tell a very sad story that was happening in the United States at the time. So I just dumped out an entire roll of the Lincoln birthplace coins. So these all have the log cabin on them. But in this video, we're going to talk about these ones right here, as well as some very low mintage dimes and nickels. So what was happening in the year 2009? Well, unfortunately, in the year 2009, we had an unemployment rate of around 10%. So that had some ramifications for the coin collectors in the coin production during that time period. So there were some very scarce coins, especially compared to the previous year. So as far as the 19 different coins that were produced, there are actually 9 new designs as well. So starting off with the Lincoln cents, we had 4 different designs, which you've probably seen before on other videos, but those include the birthplace cent, the formative year cent, the professional life cent, and the presidency cent. So the total of all of those for the production amounts was 2.35 billion. Now, generally, when you have a circulating commemorative coin, the production amount jacks up from the previous year, but the previous year was only 2.8 billion. So the mintage for 2009 for these commemorative coins that we had right here actually declined compared to the prior year, which is pretty unheard of. People generally with circulating commemorative coins hold on to them like you would expect from the state quarter series, and they don't spend them, so then the mint can produce even more. But that wasn't the case with 2009 pennies. The other coins that came out in 2009 were your standard Jefferson nickel, Roosevelt dime, and then we had some of the U.S. territories. So we had a D.C. quarter, Puerto Rico quarter, Guam quarter, America Samoa quarter, U.S. Virgin Islands, Northern Mariana Islands, and then on to your standard Kennedy half dollar. We had a Native American dollar in 2009, Harrison presidential dollar, Tyler presidential dollar, Polk presidential dollar, and Taylor presidential dollar. Interestingly, the hardest hit were these 2 coins right here, the nickel and the dime. So as far as the production amounts for the nickel goes, there are 46 million that were produced at the Denver Mint and 39 million that were produced at the Philadelphia Mint. For the dime, there were 49 million that were produced at the Denver Mint and 96 million produced at the Philadelphia Mint. Now, that compared to the previous year is a decline of about 65%. Now, so that means that if you've got one that's dated 2008, it's going to have much higher production amounts than these 2009 coins right here. Now, individually, you can sell these for more than face value, but if you're trying to really capitalize and make some money here, what you want to do is sell entire rolls of these, especially mint rolls. That's why I advocated in my 2017 Philadelphia mint pennies, the ones that had that special P mint mark on them, that you actually hold on to these mint rolls if you're coin roll hunting for at least a year or 2. By January 2017, January 2010, people had already realized how much lower the mintages were for the previous year. So I'm looking at an article from January 20th, 2010 from coinnews.net, and it's talking about the total production amounts for the previous year. So stay tuned to these websites like coinnews.net. You can set up, Google searches or Google alerts for all the different coins that you're interested in and looking to collect, and you can get notified if there's rather low production amounts. So here's a individual one that I actually purchased online. This is a 2009 Philadelphia Mint Jefferson nickel. So this coin came to you after 2006. So it's got that different reverse design that you might not be used to seeing, but it's a very nice coin right here and a very nice Roosevelt dime right here. Now, if you want to sell these, I started to get into this a little bit earlier, but cut myself off. The way to do it is to sell the mint rolls. Now, mint rolls, 4 dimes, will sell for around $9 to $10 on eBay currently. Now, given that the standard roll has only a face value of $5. If you can sell this coin for $10, sell a roll of it for $10, you just doubled your money and made a nice return. Versus if you were to sell this dime individually, you could only sell it for probably $1. And although that's a much higher multiple of the value of the coin, you only are going to make a 90-cent spread versus a $5 spread if you can sell them by the roll. All right, everyone, that's kind of all I've got for today. Just kind of a quick heads up video. I make these videos kind of periodically and haven't done so in a while. So if you come across any 2009 coins, specifically the dime and the nickel, which were the two hardest hit, hang on to those just because the mintages are so much lower. They're the lowest they were since 1980. So several decades later, we hit new lows in 2009 with these coins right here. That's all I've got for today. Thank you very much, everyone, and best of luck coin collecting out there. Take care. Enjoy.